Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field here in Chazy. It is November 1st, and this is Championship Friday here in Class B action for girls soccer. It is the Eagles of Beekmantown and the Chiefs of Saranac playing for the championship. The winner will win the sectionals, and they'll move on to regional play. And it's, I guess, fitting that these both teams are here. They're 1-2 in the league. The Chiefs have taken the Eagles twice, and you got to watch out for this player right here. And quickly, number 11, Ellen Thu, comes right down. 17 seconds in, beats the defense, goes top shelf, and she beats the goalie Lauren O'Connor. And in stunning fashion, Saranac goes up 1-0.
Well, any ball kicked in that direction, Joey, is going to have an extra 20 miles an hour behind it. It's just brutal wind right now, and we've had gusts supposedly up to 50 or 60 miles an hour today.
Well, I didn't get a chance to even talk about the wind. That's how quick that score came down. And Saranac won the toss, and coach for the Saranac, it was a Mary Templio. She wanted to go from left to right here, and the wind's a strong west wind, and any coach will want to do that in the first half to try to get that advantage. And it was only 17 seconds into it, and Saranac has beaten Beekmantown twice this year, so it should be interesting. I was a little surprised that Saranac beat Beekmantown twice because they're both very solid teams, and of course the Eagles have the Villamere girls they got to watch out for. But I was just stunned that it was not stunned, but surprised that they had won 2 games.
Well, that's what happens. Unbeaten teams have that habit of winning them all.
Yeah, and Saranac hasn't lost this year, and you have the old saying out there: it's tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. And Saranac, obviously, if they want to win this sectional championship, will need to do that tonight. But boy, they got a wonderful start there, and.
It's like being spotted a goal to start the game.
Yeah, pretty much so. So but what I like hearing down below by Coach Lo Templio is that she's telling her team, we need another. It's like, keep it going. Do what you did that got you that first one. So Saranac's not being undefeated is not going to go into a shell on a 1-0 lead. They're going to try to extend that. But you got to watch out for number 13 for Beekmantown, Callie Villamere, and. Reagan sends it up to midfield. It's controlled by the Chiefs, and that would be Kelly Drolette. She gives it back up to Thu, and Thu started the game. Any parents nightmare black pants on. Her pants are black and they're supposed to be white, and so I think she went down during practice, is my guess, because on this far side, that goalie area is kind of muddy down there, and. Of course, we had some pretty hard rains overnight and this morning, and there's a push and no foul called on Villamere. And we had some heavy rains here this morning, Calvin, and luckily for the game tonight, it cleared out.
Yeah, with the winds, but no precipitation. But I'm wondering if Thu is just wearing her lucky. Sometimes something happens and they score a goal or something, and they don't wash their shorts the next game or something. Who knows? She might be wearing her lucky shorts, or she might have got them dirty tonight.
Wow, pros don't do that kind of foolishness.
No.
You never see that at all, and that hurt. That just hit number 20, Kayla Napper. Or actually, it was for Beekmantown. That was Tamara Cook, and that had to sting a little bit. So, and Coach Burzek is talking to her out there. But the other thing that. The folks will need to know is that we lost power here in Chazy about 10 of 3, and it didn't come back on until 4:30. And with a 5 o'clock start, you definitely need these lights here tonight.
Definitely, we have a game to go after this, so very important. But of course, there's a generator here, and Brian Norcross was telling me that when the power would come on, they'd shut the generator off, and the power would go off, and the lights would go off because it takes a while to warm the lights to come back on.
Yeah, Brian looked a little frazzled when I came up here. It's been a long day. Of course, he's the AD here, and it's sectional championships, and he wants to make sure the field is the best that it can be. So, but here's some nice movement here by the Chiefs, and we have Mr. Ken Drake here from WPTZ making it here. And we had the door locked, Ken, because that wind is pretty strong. Beekmantown trailing Saranac here at the 35-minute mark, 1-0 on a quick goal by number 11, Ellen Thu of Saranac. And Calvin, we were talking ahead of time about the players and who the big gun was for Saranac. Well, I guess we found out in the first 17 seconds.
She's certainly one of them.
Yeah, she was definitely. She definitely turned on the afterburners there, and Saranac wants to get into the game. Brielle Carnwright, but they're waiting for the whistle to get her into the game. Ball's at midfield, and we should have a good crowd here from both teams, with Beekmantown having two teams in the finals here.
Yes. I'm just hoping we don't get a large limb falling down.
Yeah, those trees over there. And that would be offsides. So I think we might have Ken Drake for the night here tonight.
Just this one.
Just this game?
Yeah, we'll have someone else coming out for the boys though.
Okay.
Yep.
And here comes Thu, pushing it up, trying to get it onto the feet of Kayla Napper. Ball sent to midfield. And it's cleared back into the offensive zone here for the Chiefs, and you can hear that wind howl, Calvin.
Once in a while, a leaf will fly in front of the camera, but it isn't there very long.
No, I can imagine not. Definitely a major advantage here for Saranac here in the first half, going from left to right. Now, with that being said, if the wind stays this way, Beekmantown will enjoy the same benefit in the second half, but definitely played a factor in that first goal.
I think it did, yes.
Oh, absolutely. And we got a goal kick here for Beekmantown.
Got to keep that ball down. That's a high kick.
Yeah, to go into this wind. So they got to get they got to start controlling the midfield. Beekmantown, they just can't keep playing for the break, trying to find Villamere. And they have the players to control the midfield. I've seen them play a couple times this year, actually. And they do a good job controlling the midfield, but they're playing an undefeated Saranac team here, and here she comes again. Thu gets another shot, and Thu goes far corner, and just like that, it's 2-0 at 33:05. And one thing I know about so far, Calvin, is Ellen Thu came to play here today.
Yes, but those balls are heading toward that goal at an unbelievable rate of speed.
Oh, there's no doubt, but she still had to pick that side corner.
Yeah, it's a great shot on goal. I mean, she didn't kick it over the net, which you can do with the wind behind you. She kicked it nice and just the right height.
Hard shots on net and let nature take its course, and it's taken its course for her twice so far.
What's our time?
Well, we have 33:04 here left in the first half, and it's 2-0 Saranac. And I think earlier this year they played two pretty tight games. So, and that deflects off number 2, Kirsten Villamere, coming up to the near side, trying to keep it in play. And the officials for tonight, Calvin, who are they?
Well, we got Jamie in the middle, Jamie Labarge. We got Tommy Lacey over on the far side, and Barry Norton on this side, apparently.
Yep, so we have the 3-person rotation here. And they do that for playoff soccer. And it goes on to the feet of Jenks. Amelia Jenks sends it up, but it's cleared out by the defense, and that would be number 19, Brielle Conwright. And a little collision there between Callie Villamere and number 4, Summer Gillespie. Villamere trying to push it over. It's Villamere. Gets a weak shot off, and for the first time, coming off her line is the goalie, Jamie Favreau. So she'll work her way to the 18. Big boom and pump off the head of Thu to the near sideline. Hustling is Kayla Napper, and it goes off of Carnwright. So it will be a throw-in here for the Chiefs of Saranac. Napper pushing it back, or the Thu pushing it back. She heads it up over to the feet of Amy Lotemplio. And there's the shot. And it goes into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lauren O'Connor. And she throws it out there real quickly. There's a through ball. Hustling for the Eagles. It's number 16. And that would have been Kenna Gwinnett, but she just couldn't get there in time. So we have a goal kick here for the Chiefs. And we have missing in action tonight, Calvin, is Joe Poisson.
The Fish said he would definitely be here.
I was there when he said that.
The choir boy said he might be otherwise occupied. He wasn't sure. So I was getting a little nervous, and then you showed up. So you're here, and the Fish, I don't know, I think I'm going to suspend him for the rest of the season.
Well, I don't know, but I'd be docking his pay.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
This is twice. He did the same thing last week. The boys' game. PHS, Beekmantown and PHS.
Well, last week there was weather, so that was his excuse. What, a little wind, you know? Here come the Beekmantown Eagles. It's Villamere sending it across. And there's a shot wide. And coming off her line was Jamie Favreau.
Definitely some mud in front of that goal.
Yeah, and you see she's going off to the outside to take those goal kicks.
Yeah.
And of course, this time of year when the rain comes down hard, that side of the field does seem to get eaten up. On this side, the goalie's area is not so bad, but down on this end, and Villamere with some nice speed trying to work her way through. And diving for the ball was Lindsay Gagne, but getting there first was the goalie Favreau.
Gagne is going to take some George Brendler Field home with her.
Yep, she's got a little bit of the turf with her. You know, but players do that when they go to different stadiums and stuff. They want a little bit of...
Keep it in the jar when you get home.
Just to say that you have it, you know.
It's like
people grabbing dirt at Fenway Park, right?
Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
And George Brendler Field is no different.
Yeah.
And my guess is, I think straight across, I think the George Brendler is here watching this game, straight up in the middle. So right now it's the Chiefs with a 2-0 lead. And I don't want to say comfortable, because whoever comes, when Beekmantown comes this way, that can change very quick too with the wind at their back.
The wind holds up, yeah.
If it stays like this.
Joe and Son are up there.
So they are up there, okay.
George and Son.
And the ball thrown out to the near side, and it is controlled by number 11, Kylie Reagan. She comes over to the near side here over to Lindsay Gagne. Gagne trying to get it onto the foot of Kenya Gwinnett. Courtney Wilson, one of the captains for Beekmantown, will serve it in. Coming in, Beekmantown trying to get a shot off, and scores! And Callie Villamere scores for Beekmantown in the wind. And what a big goal, Calvin. As we said, the wind is favoring Saranac. And to score with the wind coming at you like that was a big goal by Callie Villamere.
That was an important goal for sure. You want to come out of this half as close to being tied as you can if you're Beekmantown, and if you're Saranac, you want as big a cushion as you can get. So
absolutely.
We're only 10, 11 minutes into this.
Well, we have 27. Yeah, we've had 12 minutes and 8 seconds. We've seen 3 goals, which is pretty amazing when you think of it. So this is a wide open scoring affair here early in this championship game between Beekmantown and Saranac, and I guess, as I like to say, Calvin, it's a very entertaining game so far here in the first 12 minutes.
Well, for both sides.
For both sides, yes. And, it's no surprise that Thu has scored. It's no surprise that Villamere has scored. You'd expect that from these two powerhouse Class B girls teams. And both those players know how to finish. So we have a corner kick here And with 27-13 to go, 2-1, Saranac has a corner kick here. And Lo Templio, the coach, was telling the player to make sure she factors that wind. And it goes off, so it's going to be a goal kick. So it went off of Thu, so it's a goal kick here for Saranac. And we have a nice set of fans. We have a good fan base here tonight, Calvin, for Friday night. And they got the old snack shack open. I think the originator of the Mickey Fries is here tonight doing the game. Mickey Khan is here serving up the Mickey Fries.
Championship game, you want Mickey, you want the master here.
Well, of course you do. You don't want to. So there's a mistake, and Villamer's got that speed. And nice play by Favreau to shield her off and turn her body to Callie Villamer. She comes up with it. But it's a great crowd, great atmosphere, and a great game. And that's what you expect for championship soccer. And actually, Calvin, here we are tonight. We're 30 degrees warmer than we were the other night.
60 degrees when I arrived.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees here, and it was 35, 32 the other night when we were here. We were wearing our winter gloves, and we had our toques on. Now your hands free, or no gloves free, I should say.
If we had this wind with the temperatures from the other
Oh,
night.
jeez, it would have been wind chill. Well, as Amy Lo Templio will take the corner kick here for Saranac. Sent across, and it was Summer Gillespie knocking it over the end line, so we have a goal kick here for Beekmantown.
Courage, ladies, courage! Let's go!
All right.
Kick to the near sideline, goes on to the to Lindsay Gagne's feet, to Villamere. She just pushes it back up to Gagne. Gagne will work it down the near sideline. She's going down, and in front of her she has Kenna Glenup. She gives it up to Glenup. Knocked away by the defense. Coming back to get it is Kirsten Villamere. Villamere gets by one player, but it's knocked away by number 6, Amelia Jenks. To midfield over to Thu. Thu has 2 goals, and she's working away. Nice play by Thu, trying to get by that defense, and it's Thu loading up again, but there it is Lauren O'Connor with that save, and that shot didn't have quite the zip the other 2 shots had.
And it wasn't as high either. It was
Right.
It was handleable.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. And so we have Summer Gillespie on the far side, has it taken away. Cleared up into the offensive zone for Beekmantown, and it is number 16, Kenna Gwinup. Knocks it out of bounds, so throw in here for the Chiefs. Knocked out of bounds, it looks like, so it'll be a throw in here for Beekmantown. And it will be, I think, I'm not sure the number out there, Calvin.
Throwing it in?
Yeah, I couldn't pick it up.
12.
Number 12, so it'll be Courtney King with the throw in. And the ball is out of bounds, so another throw in here for the Eagles of Beekmantown.
9.
So it's number 9 taking it now. So Courtney Wilson will take the throw in. So Beekmantown's got to feel comfortable on this field. They're Eagles, and this is the home of the Eagles, right?
That's right.
And they played a few games here this year, actually.
I played 3 so far.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And this is the first trip to the George Brenler Field, at least this year, for Saranac.
No, they were here for the semis.
Oh, the semis were here?
Yeah.
Okay. And who they beat in the semis? Do you remember?
Let's see. I don't think...
Was it Northeastern?
No.
PHS.
I thought Beekmantown played PHS, but can't remember for sure. It might have been
Sable Valley. Ken Drake just went back to his archives and his brain up there and came up with Sable Valley. So. Ken said he was at the game.
Yeah, I didn't cover it.
And Calvin didn't cover it. So Calvin, you had an excuse. Ken, he got it though. He stepped up.
No excuse.
There's no excuse. Oh, here's Villamere. She's got that speed. And nice hustle by number 4. And I'll tell you what, Summer Gillespie had to turn on the afterburners to outrun Callie Villamere. Throw-in comes into Villamere. And it's, Kylie Reagan tried to get that shot off. Kicking the win. He's trying to split the defense. This is number 18 or 16, Kenna Gwinnett. And the ball cleared up to Thu. Thu has Cook to her right. And it's Thu with some really nice speed. The defense has to try to shoot her off. And it's knocked away, but they had to get 4 of them to do it. And it is number 2. It is Kirsten Villamere on the far side. It looked like. And Villamere battling for that ball. Goes off of Villamere, so throw in here for the Chiefs of Saranac. If you're just joining us, it's 2-1 Saranac with 21 minutes to go here in the first half. 3 scores in the first 12 minutes of this game. And it is Cook knocked away toward midfield. And it is Gwinnett battling for that ball. Gwinnett was pushed off the ball. And it looks like the officials are going to let him play here tonight. Oh, nice move cutting it to the inside. Sending it across. Just outside the 18, trying to get the shot off. Goes over to the near side. And there's a nice cross by number 6, and that would have been Amelia Jenks. It goes off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Beekmantown Eagles.
Both teams obviously want to score again, but if neither team scores, I think Beekmantown will be happier with that here in the first half than the Saranac will be, I think.
Well, I think you're right. I think Saranac wants to go in at least with a 2-goal lead, switching fields, unless the wind calms down, and then it's
certainly does happen a lot when you get once the sun sets.
Right.
And that's around an hour into this game is when the sun's going to be pretty much down.
But the warnings were till 8 o'clock, high winds up till 8 o'clock. So it leads you to believe that we'll have this wind at least up to that point.
Somebody will hit a switch and the winds will stop.
Yeah, and the lights go off. Okay, this game is on hold. So how would they do that if they go to the second half, all of a sudden the lights go off, we can't play? Is the game called? And if it's called because of weather in the second half, then the game's done.
I don't know. They may have a special rule because it's a championship game.
You would think they would.
It's like a baseball game after 4.5 innings. It's 5 innings. It's an official game.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be interesting to see. I hope we don't have that issue.
No, it won't be interesting to see.
No. If it happened, it would be interesting to see, I should say. No, we do not wish for that to happen at all. And here comes Reagan trying to get her way through. Deflects off of her. Gwinnett goes to the far side. Was hoping to get Wilson, but it went too far ahead of her and out of bounds. And before we got on the camera here, as the Star Spangled Banner came to an end, we had a flyover. Yeah, we had 4 geese come flying over, almost on cue. And there's a slip, and it's Jenks. Oh, nice defensive play by Alex Putman, coming over to knock it away from Jenks. Good defensive effort by Putnam. 17:50 to go here in the first half. And it is Carnwright battling for that ball. Comes across, and O'Connor's there. And there's the punt by O'Connor. Just gets by Villamere and gets by Gillespie. She pushes it back onto the Napper's feet.
Come on, Amelia! Come on, Amelia! Come
And we have a throw in here. So it's number 6 for Saranac, Amelia Jenks. And here comes the number 20, Napper. She's looking to serve it. Trying to serve it to Thu. Cleared up to the open space. Villamere is there for Beekmantown. She's being guarded by Summer Gillespie. Villamere gets by 1 player, 2 players. Villamere now goes to the outside, trying to find Wilson. And it gets by Wilson, so it works its way off the sideline. So we have a throw in here for Saranac. Actually, it went off a Beekmantown player. So we have the substitutions here. We have no, wrong call. It was Saranac's ball. As the girls come back.
Someone threw it in.
They did. It was just too late getting to the line. Is that it?
Yeah. They didn't see him.
Yeah, I was looking down at the schedule to see the roster, see who's going in. Ball sent across. Nice play by Carnwright. Good defensive play. And there's the shot. And like you said, Calvin, with that wind, you got to be careful with the shots like that. So we had number 7 checking into the game. We had Kim Ratliff and Tamara Cook checking in here for Beekmantown. Coming out of the game is Carnwright, but she did a great job defensively. And there's the kick. Ball's at midfield, and it'll be a throw in here for Beekmantown. And quickly the ball comes in, and quickly it goes out. So another throw in here for the Eagles. And Villamere has it knocked away, and that was Kirsten Villamere. Far side, it's Thu. She comes up over to Napper. Napper has some space here. Napper working her way toward the 18. Pushes it back onto the feet of Lotemplio. Napper, Lotemplio, chipping it up, trying to find Jenks. And it's kept in. Sends it across, trying to find Thu. Goes off of Thu. And O'Connor's there. So some nice movement inside the box here by the Saranac Chiefs. But Lauren O'Connor stands her ground on the line, punts it, goes onto the feet of Villamere. She sends it back into the open territory, but it's picked out by the defense of Saranac, and it's Eggleston. Sends it up over to the feet of Jenks. Back over to Harris. Now to Napper. To the near side. Hustling for the ball is Amelia Jenks. Jenks gets by 1 defensive player. She gets a shot off, and O'Connor's there. And that ball was almost like a knuckleball. It dropped right down onto the hands of Lauren O'Connor.
It looked like it was going to go higher than...
Didn't it?
Yeah.
As I said, it looked like a knuckleball. It was going, and it just dropped.
Split finger fastball.
The old split finger fastball. That Raleigh fingers? Are we going back that far?
No, I don't think Raleigh used a split.
Raleigh didn't do those?
No. I think Bruce Suter was the first one that started doing that.
Suter, all right. We're definitely going back in time. And it's the open space, and here comes Jenks. But again there for Beekmantown. Looks like Bethany Simpson, number 3, if I got her number right. Villamere sends it up to her sister Kirsten, back to Callie. Callie tries to go back to Kirsten, and it's knocked away by Gillespie. But stepping up is Reagan. Kylie Reagan for Beekmantown. Controlling the midfield. Reagan switching fields. Gets by the defense, and here comes Wilson, Courtney Wilson, but defensively it's Drillette and Wilson. And it is a corner kick here, so nice play by Wilson. Let it get off the end line here. So we have a corner kick. We have 12 minutes and 39 seconds. Shots favor Saranac 9-3. And we have the corner kick here. It looks like Wilson taking the corner kick here for Beekmantown. It's a low kick, goes off the defense. And it's quickly knocked out. They're trying to get onto the feet of Napper. But stepping up there for was Courtney Wilson. Or actually it was Courtney King. So Jamie Labarge calls the foul, and we have a kick here for the Chiefs.
Must have been an offside.
Probably. But the shot's favoring the Chiefs 9-3, and that's not surprising with the wind at their back here. And it's the goalie. Normally you don't see that too often, the goalie taking the kick.
Nobody guarding the net.
Nobody guarding the net. That was different. And the ball goes off of Thu, out of bounds, so throw in here for Beekmantown. And coming into the game is number 4, Lindsay Gagne.
So what's our time?
Coming out of the game is number 7, Kim Ratliff. 11 minutes and 18 seconds here left in the first half. 2-1 Beekmantown on 2 beautiful goals by Ellen Thu. And Beekmantown countered back with a Callie Villamere goal. And yeah, I thought that might have been a handball. They're all yelling handball, but no call. But you can't see everything when Jamie's behind the play. And on the far side, you have Lacey behind the play. And they just couldn't see it. They didn't have the angle to see it.
The guys on the lines don't have whistles.
Right, all you do is they raise their flag, right?
Yeah.
So Gagne trying to find Villamere.
Get in!
Villamere sends it across. And we have a throw in here for Beekmantown. So like you say, Calvin, if this goes 2-1 at the half, Beekmantown will like their position, I would think, after being down 2-0.
Right. They'll take it.
Yeah, they'll take it, yeah. But the wind has seemed to die down a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, here's a chance. Scores! Wilson on the feed, and Beekmantown comes back to tie this game. It is now 2-2, and I think that came across from Callie Villamere, I think.
We'll find out shortly.
Here shortly. But Wilson, Courtney Wilson, coming speeding down the far side, took that one time to into the net, and Jamie Favreau had no chance.
Cleaning her cleats right over there now.
What is it? 9 from 4, so it was Lindsay Gagne who just checked into the game, getting that big assist, and this game is tied, and boy, these Eagles from Beekmantown don't give up. You could have easily fell behind, 2-0.
Right.
You could have started kind of doubting yourself, but boy, what a nice comeback so far here from Beekmantown.
If it stays there, that'll really pick them up for the second half, but as we saw there with Favreau, that is a muddy area down there, and after the goal was scored, she was busy cleaning her cleats. I think it impacted her reaction to getting over and covering that shot.
Well, I think you're right, because it is slippery down there.
Not just slippery, it's muddy, with
Right.
no cleats.
Yeah, exactly.
You got no traction.
And nice play by Reagan. She gets it by Thu, now she sends it up. And you see that wind, the wind's picked up again, so it kind of, we get gusts and then it kind of dies down a little bit. But Wilson gives it up over to Gagne. Gagne too far ahead. And it is Favreau coming off her line. And definitely an exciting first half here at the George Bremner Field in this championship game here on the 1st of November 2013. It is.
Joe Pusson were here, he'd say it was entertaining, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, he would if he would have shown up. Now, he was a guarantee to be here.
Guaranteed
I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah.
Joe was guaranteed to be here.
Guaranteed to be here. You were maybe.
I was definitely, it was question mark, but I wanted to make sure I came here, and if I could, to make sure we had the whole B team here together with Joe. But now we're the A team now that Joe's
That's
not
right.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
It is what it is. As Joe likes to say, it is what it is.
Well, actually, the broadcast moves up a step without the fish here.
Oh, we got to send him this link. So he's got to. We'll tell him there's about 8 minutes left in the game. He's got to listen.
Not that there's any hard feelings or anything,
Oh, absolutely not. No. So it is Reagan. Oh, big kick And like you say, it's dangerous down there.
Yeah.
If you just get the shot now. With that being said, don't think that Coach Lotemplo isn't seeing this. She'll have a conversation with her team at halftime.
We'll have a plan to
We won't have the
split that.
win, but it's not the best down that area. So I guess the big question here with 7:32 to go in the first half, can either team muster one more goal before the half? Seeing 4 goals in one half in a championship game is not the norm, that's for sure. But they both have 2 high-powered offenses, so I guess I'd say it's probably not surprising.
Yeah. Well, they have good defenses too, though.
Yeah, they do. And 2 very good goalies. And it is Reagan. She sends it up to the open space, picked up by the defense of Saranac. Over Reagan's head. Thu's there. And whistle called by Jamie Labarge. Out of bounds, so throw in for Beekmantown, and Wilson quickly throws that ball down. Beekmantown trying to work with their speed. Again, knocked out of bounds, and Beekmantown has some excellent speed on the front line, as does Saranac, but they're trying to take advantage of that here as the first half is winding down, and Villemer sends it across, trying to find Gagne. Ball knocked back to midfield, now into the defensive end of the Eagles, and they'll just let it go out of bounds. But it'll be a throw in here for Beekmantown with 6 minutes to go here left in the first half. We're tied at 2 here on Championship Friday here at the George Brendler Field. And it's a big night here for Saranac, for Beekmantown, for the boys and girls, because after this game, the Beekmantown boys take on the Plattsburgh High School boys in the Class B Championship.
2 teams that started their seasons right here in George Brendler Field.
They started right here at the George Brendler Field, and I will say this, Beekmantown did what I thought they would probably do for the boys. What I've been impressed with has been PHS, how they progressed over the season from where they played here at the George Brendler Field to where they are now.
Handball.
Here's a
Yes,
handball.
I was talking with Coach LaRose the other night, and he said he knew he had to do a lot of rebuilding after that first weekend.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had it taken to them here at the George Brendler Field, and they've come a long way, and they're gelling into a really nice team. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how that game goes after this one. But we got this game here, and it's a very entertaining game, a huge crowd here at the George Brendler Field. And like we said, the Mickey Fries they're going strong, and the creator himself, Mickey Kahn, is in the house tonight. And it's almost like having Emerald in the house, these famous chefs and cooks out there. And we got the Mickey here.
Yeah.
And I guess at halftime, if you want an autograph from Mickey, he'll sign your fry for you. He's very accommodating, that guy. That
He's got
Mickey.
a grease pen.
He's got a grease pen, that's right. So it is the Eagles giving it over to Villemer. She goes up, and it is Gagne. One person back there defensively, and a nice job taking it away from number 4, Lindsay Gagne. And it goes onto the foot of Napper. Napper has Thu ahead of her, but she goes to the far side, gives it on to the feet of Haywood. Haywood now gives it to Thu. Thu trying to work by the defense. There's that speed. She has that speed there. And there's the save. And it is a scramble, and it's knocked out. Good play by the goalie, O'Connor. And defensively coming to help out over there was her defense. So definitely a team effort there for Beekmantown. But Thu has that burst of speed with that first step, and if she gets to run by you, it can be dangerous.
It behooves both goalies to make sure they don't give up rebounds, because somebody's going to pounce all over it.
Well, that was one case that was pretty close. And so we have 3:29 to go here, left in the first half. And there's the kick, and O'Connor's there. But as you can see, that ball had a little bit of pizzazz to it with that wind helping it. And a handball called. So if Beekmantown gets out of this half at a 2-2 tie, they got to feel they have the advantage going into the second half.
Yeah, they'll kind of feel that they have the momentum, and so then it'll be up to Saranac to make something happen early, I think, in the second half.
And it looks like she moved Wilson back from the offensive end to the defensive end. So it looks like Coach Bursick, he wants to get out of this half with a 2-2 tie. And so he's moving some of his better players to the defensive end. Oh, here's a play by Napper. Has it knocked away. And defensively, nice job by number 4, Gagne. Going back to help out. Villamere trying to pickpocket the ball here. Knocks it back to Gagne. And it knocked away by number 14, Eggleston. Over to Napper. Napper goes to the near sideline onto the foot of Jenks. Jenks sends it off, and it will go off the end line. So we have 1:45 here left in the first half. We're tied at 2. 2 goals by Amelia, or actually it was number 11, Ellen Thu, and a goal by Callie Villamere and Courtney Wilson for Beekmantown. And it's Reagan, pushes it up over to Gagne. Gagne goes off the foot of Jenks.
There's a loud crash. Just wondering if that wind.
Yeah, something blew over. And it's Villamere. She's being guarded by Gillespie. Villamere getting the shot off. And Gillespie's doing the best she can to try to guard Villamere. But it's Jamie Favreau working her way to the 18. Punts it into the offensive zone with 49 seconds left. And we saw this the other day. You don't give up to the final clock goes off. Shazy scored with 4 seconds left in their playoff game. And Reagan sends it up. It goes on to the foot of Gillespie. Over to Thu. Out of bounds, so throw in for Beekmantown with 20 seconds to go. They get the final 10 seconds here. So this first half will come to an end in this championship game here at the George Brendler Field. Saranac 2, Beekmantown 2. And we're starting the second half here. Beekmantown and Saranac are tied 2-2 in this championship game here at Class B level. Winner moves on to regional play. This is for the sectional championship here at the George Brendler Field. There has been a stiff wind. It's calmed down a little bit, but then it comes in gusts, and it now favors Beekmantown here in the second half. If you're just joining us, it was quickly 17 seconds into the game. It was number 11, Ellen Thu, scoring. And then shortly thereafter, it was Ellen Thu again, giving Saranac a 2-0 lead. But then about the 12-minute mark, 12 minutes into the game, it was Callie Villamere scoring for Beekmantown to bring it within 2-1. And then toward the about 15 minutes left in the half in that area, it was Courtney Wilson tying the game for the Eagles. So we're tied 2-2. And as Calvin and I were talking, with the wind favoring Beekmantown now, and Reagan gets the shot off. Hard shot. Villamere, misses the rebound. What a rip by Reagan. Nice save by Favreau. Villamere was there, and quickly, it had almost been like the first in the first half, Calvin, a quick goal. But you could tell the difference there with that hard shot by Reagan.
Yeah. And again, neither, as I said earlier, neither team can afford to have rebounds.
No.
The keeper's got to handle those first time.
And at halftime, and going down hard for it was Courtney King. But I went and walked over where the goalie is over there. It's really not as. It looks worse than it is. They did. Brian did a really nice job putting the I'll call it kitty litter down there to absorb the moisture.
Diamond dust.
And it's diamond dust?
Yeah.
Diamond dust, kitty litter, it's all the same. It absorbs the moisture, but he's done a nice job down there. And there's that big booming kick. And that's all Beekmantown's got to do is keep pushing those shots on there. They have the players to finish. And it is Favreau getting the ball out quickly. Far side, it's Kirsten Villamere trying to work her way down, but a good job defensively by Lo Templio. Goes on to the foot of Thu. Thu already has 2 goals this game. To the near side, it is Wilson. She has it knocked away from her, and it's picked up by Drolette. And it's at midfield. It's picked up by number 9, Wilson. Wilson, a big booming kick. Here goes Villamere. Off the line is, there's the collision. There's going to be a yellow card here, as it was Favreau and Villamere colliding. Callie tried to hold back, but she'll get a yellow for this. Coach Bursek is upset at the sideline here. It was Villamere going in strong. It was Favreau coming in to the side. It was a collision, no doubt about it. The question is, well, it was a collision. I guess you can't deny that. So Villamere will come out for 1 play. Going into the game is Bethany Simpson.
She insisted she couldn't stop, but I think Jamie thought she didn't make enough effort to avoid her.
Yeah, it's live time. It's fast.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, Jamie had to do what he had to do out there.
Yeah.
And right now that wind has picked up, so if Beekmantown can get into a controlled game, it will work to their advantage. Stiff wind, throwing for Beekmantown, far sideline. Of course, you got the Chiefs. They have a perfect record riding on this, and obviously they don't want their first loss to happen in the sectional championship game. And Calvin, of course, at halftime I went and got a supply of Mickey fries, and I assume Mickey hasn't let you down yet again?
They're very good. Very good.
And
Might be the last day they're selling them this year.
this would be it. There's no more games on this field after tonight. The George Brendler Field will go into hibernation until next September. Or late August, depending where... I know you're looking to see if it was snow.
No. It's strange things been happening with the clouds, and I'll show the clouds right now. The clouds keep blowing in here, and there's like a big ice jam up there.
Yeah.
They're coming from this area here where it's blue skies. They come in and they
Kind of bounce back.
They all stick there. It's like an ice jam, a cloud jam.
Touch it forward.
And it's number 16. It is Kenna Winup for Beekmantown. Far sideline, working her way down. But a good job defensively here by the Chiefs.
And we are right at the edge of that cloud jam. It keeps banging further and further back toward us.
Well,
See, just nothing but dark clouds, and the clouds, I noticed that at halftime, the clouds keep blowing in, and then they get there and they can't go any further.
and it's cleared out. And it's Thu. Thu trying to get by Facette. And it's a foul on Facette. And Jamie Labarge says bring it back. So you're going to have Summer Gillespie with the kick here. Gillespie sending it up. Far side is Kirsten Villamere. Villamere working her way into the offensive zone. Far side is Kirsten Villamere. Villamere working her way down. She has her sister Callie ahead of her. Sends it up. There's a shot by Villamere, and that goes wide. Not a bad idea.
No, that was reminiscent of the shots that Sioux took in the first half.
Goal kick by Favreau. Onto the foot of Napper. Napper was guarded by Villamere. Now it goes over to Thew. Thew with Facette guarding her. Thew and Facette battling for the ball. It is Thew. And it's Thew cuts into the middle. She gets into the box. This is dangerous. And what a nice play.
Move up, Courtney. Get outside.
Want to get her number. That was number 8. A beautiful job by Alex Putman. Getting the ball away from Thew. And that goes out of bounds. We have a throw in here for Beekmantown.
Settle.
And it goes onto the foot of Napper. Has it knocked away by number 20, Tamara Cook. And Beekmantown trying to control it, but controlled by Saranac. Kirsten Villamere goes to this middle of the field, but there is number 2, Rebecca Haywood for Saranac. Ball up over to Thew. Thew trying to split that defense. Napper gets a shot off, and O'Connor's there. She'll work her way to the 18. Ball knocked toward the middle of the field. Villamere trying to battle for that ball. Villamere with the ball has it knocked away. Onto the foot of Thew. Thew being guarded by Facette. There's a shot. O'Connor's there. Ball up Villamere. Trying to get it onto the feet of Kylie Reagan. Reagan working her way down, but it's cleared out to the far side. Out of bounds off of Saranac. Throw in here for Beekmantown. Off of the Eagles. Throw in here for the Chiefs. Handball on the Eagles. So we have a kick here. 31-13 to go. Well, Calvin, we had three goals in the first 12 minutes in the first half. We have nothing here in the first 9.
Yet.
Yet.
Kylie, get back.
Nice header by the defense. Thew near side, trying to get onto the feet of Jolette. Jolette looking to serve. And it is Putnam, clears it out. So Putnam doing a good job back there defensively here for the Eagles. Wilson, and it was number 7, Harris, Lindsay Harris, battling for the ball. Haywood pushes it up over to Thew, to Napper, trying to go back to Thew. Nice play by Facette. She has it taken away by Napper. Napper goes the other side of the field. But controlled by the Eagles. And it's Reagan working her way toward midfield, past midfield. This Kylie Reagan chipping it up a little too far ahead, and offside's called.
Good job.
Ball off at midfield, off the head of Putnam. Or actually, it was off the head of Wilson. Far side, Villamere hustling to get to the ball. Villamere trying to cut it in. It's Callie Villamere with 1 goal so far this game. Has it knocked away. Gagne gets the shot off, and it goes off wide. So goal kick here for Saranac. Ball knocked toward midfield. Off the head onto the foot of Reagan. And it's Kirsten Villemer gets it over to Wilson. Wilson battling for the ball. Quickly she gets the ball in. She's trying to find the feet of Gwinnett. Push it back to Kirsten Villemer. Ball knocked up toward the middle of the field. Will go on to the feet of Napper. Napper will control. Sending it up over to Thu. Thu with that speed breaking toward the 18. It's Thu trying to break through. Putnam is there again. Putnam doing a good job against Thu. And Putnam is right there, but the ball goes back onto the feet of number 7, Lotemplio. She sends it back. Comes over to the near side onto the feet of Drolette. And Wilson takes it away from Drolette. Drolette takes it back. So we're going to have a goal kick here for the Eagles.
Alex!
O'Connor taking her time.
Alex! Tell.
It is Lotemplio trying to find Thu. Thu battling for the ball. Controlled by the Chiefs. There's the shot. That's dangerous. Over the net. So we have a goal kick here for the Eagles.
Can't get coming out of Jesus!
And we have stop of the clock.
Samara, you alright if you not go down? Oh, Kylie!
Yeah, definitely. I just watched it.
Reagan clearing it up over to Villemer. Villemer with some space. Now gets into the offensive zone. She has Wilson in front of her. Goes to the middle. Trying to find Kirsten. Comes back out to Gagne. Gagne low shot. And Favreau's there with 25:47 to go. We're tied at 2. What a beautiful night for a soccer game, other than the wind. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah.
for what the temperature was the other night.
Yes, I was outside today. The sun was shining. It was 66 degrees. And so, boy, if that wind weren't blowing, it would be beautiful.
Yeah, it was just a gorgeous day as far as temperatures go. And the ball cleared deep into Beekmantown territory. It'll work its way off the end line, so we have a goal kick. Oh, she slips as she kicks the ball. That's controlled by Beekmantown. And it is Gagne. Some nice speed, but defensively, I can't get the number, but nice defensive play by the Saranac defense. It's Thu. Thu trying to get around Facette. Reagan and Wilson battling, going for the ball, but it's won by number 22, Drolette. Back to Drolette. Drolette trying to get a shot off. She sends it across over to Napper. Thu's right there. Thu trying to get a shot off. Thu taken out. And Thu was looking for a foul, I think. And Jamie Labar says nothing happening there.
It was all shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I know it's wet down there and slippery. But if you're a fan, depending on what side you sit on.
Of course.
Come on, move ball! Move ball! Move ball!
And Coach Bursick yelling for his team to move it up. They got the wind at their back, but they've been on their heels here for the last few minutes playing defense, and the ball comes through, trying to find through. And nice job by Facette. Come to the near side, trying to get it onto the feet of Kayla Mate or Kenna Gwinnett. Hustling back there defensively is Bowman. And she lets it go off the end line, so we have a goal kick here for the Chiefs.
Come on, Greg, you gotta have this right here.
Ball controlled by Haywood, taken away by Villamere. Villamere battling for the ball. It's Villamere. Kirsten Villamere gets by 2 players. Kirsten Villamere going down hard. She's taken down hard. And it was Villamere called for that foul. Gagne chipping up, trying to find Villamere. And we have a throw in here for Beekmantown. And one Saranac actually played Chateauguay, they call it a friendly between the season and playoffs. And I heard that Chateauguay beat Saranac 3-2 in that friendly. And of course, they're the ones out in Section 10.
That'll be at the Class D level.
Class D level, yeah. So, which would be a big victory for that program. Oh, here comes 2. It's knocked away. Knocked over. And off the side, so we have a goal kick. Nice opportunity for the Chiefs. And quite frankly, Calvin, as much as Beekmantown has the wind at their back, this second half has favored the Chiefs.
They're definitely coming out to play this half. They're doing what they have to do.
On the other side.
Villamere gives it back over to her sister Kirsten. Kirsten now goes to the far side trying to find Gagne, but it deflects back.
Reverse field.
Well, that wind's picked up. So we have a throw in here for Beekmantown, and these are probably the most people I've seen at the George Brandler Field this year.
So definitely a good turnout.
This is a massive, massive crowd here. Of course, you got another game after this too, but what a massive crowd. And that will work its way off the end line. It just seems sometimes when that wind really gusts, sometimes it seems like the lights flicker a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, like you said, we have a generator here, so. But there would be a little delay in the action. And there's the chip in the open space. Far side is Napper trying to get to the ball. Napper will get the shot off. And O'Connor's there.
Come on, Kenneth. That's good. That's ours. That's
Goes out of the bounds. So we have a throw in here. And it's Wilson with one of the goals for Beekmantown, throwing it in, trying to find Gwinnett. So it's knocked out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for Beekmantown. 18:26 to go here in the second half. we're tied in this championship game, but the shots are evening up here. It's 15-11 favoring Saranac.
Great D, ladies. Good job, Lindsay.
So Favreau comes off her line, gets to that ball. She'll work her way to the 18. Short kick. Villamere trying to give it up over to Villamere. And nice job on the far sideline for Saranac. Onto the foot of Napper. She sends it up trying to keep it in. Nice job. And it's knocked out by Beekmantown. So we're going to have a corner kick here. And it looks like number 17, Lotemplio, will take the kick here for Saranac.
Hey, Lindsay, let's be careful.
Oh, nice feed out just outside the box. Chiefs trying to get a shot off here. Coming off her line, and it is O'Connor just gets it out of there. Throw in Chiefs, far sideline. Thu gets the shot off onto the foot of Napper. Off her line is O'Connor. So she'll work her way to the 18.
Move up!
There's a defensive mistake. Here comes Gwinnett. Gwinnett running hard toward the ball. Back defensively, nice play. Onto the foot of Haywood. Has it knocked away by Kirsten Villamere. Number 17, Lotemplio, sends a big booming kick back. Putnam is there for Beekmantown. Chips it up to midfield. Controlled by Wilson. Over to Villamere. Kirsten Villamere splits the defense. Villamere working her way down. It's Kirsten Villamere. They're giving her space. She has it knocked away from behind by Lotemplio. And Wilson trying to get to the ball. It's Wilson hustling hard. She'll now push it up over to Villamere. Callie Villamere. Callie. Back over to Reagan. Reagan trying to break inside the 18. Reagan trying to get a shot off. Good job defensively. If I can get that number. I couldn't get that number, but what a nice defensive play. Number 4, you said? So that would have been Gillespie. So Summer Gillespie did a nice job defensively. It's going to be a corner kick with 15:04 to go. And this will square up the corner kicks two apiece. Shots favor Saranac 15-12, but we're tied 2-2. Oh, nice feed inside the box. Oh, nice play by Jamie Favreau because Villamere would have been there. And a nice play by the goalie. It is Thu pushing it up onto Napper's foot. She goes to the far side.
Hey, Courtney, who's here? Courtney, who's here?
And foul on Beekmantown. So Lotemplio will take the kick here.
Who has 2? Kylie! 2 on the line!
Big booming kick by Lotemplio. Not a bad kick in this wind.
Who's Sarah?
But it's knocked out, picked up by the Chiefs. That's number 22, Jolette, has it knocked away. And here comes Beekmantown, just pushed a little too far ahead. And it was Gwinnett, but she regains it. Sends it through, trying to find Callie Villamere. Comes back up over to Gwinnett. Gwinnett being guarded by number 7, Harris. And that went off the foot of Courtney King. Kirsten Villamere goes down, but she gets back up. And there's the big booming kick toward midfield, trying to find Thu. Thu with the ball. Has Napper in front of her. Here comes Thu with that speed. Now gives it up to Napper. Sends it back, nice feed. And a beautiful job there defensively for Beekmantown. And here comes Kirsten Villamere. She has Cowie in the center. She has Gwinnett in front of her. She has Wilson on the far side. Ball sent across. Coming off her line was Favreau. And quickly Favreau throws it right back out. And good hustle by Villamere. But the ball's on Napper's foot. Napper now in the offensive zone, working away. Napper looking to get the shot off. She does. And we have 12 minutes to go here. We're tied at 2. And again, I'm surprised at how much Saranac has controlled this second half with the wind going against them.
No. Boot it out.
O'Connor
Get to it, Courtney. One on behind you.
chipping it up. Wilson trying to get there first. She does at midfield. Knocked away by number 4, Gillespie. Onto the feet of number 22, Gillette.
All right, get back in front of her.
Sends it up over to Thu. Thu trying to work her way around the defense. Sends it across to midfield of Villamere. Switches fields, trying to find her sister Kirsten. Kirsten down the far side with some good speed. Gets by one player, 2 players. Is Kirsten Villamere sending it across and rips a shot, but it goes right at Jamie Favreau. With 10:49 to go here in the half, we're tied at 2. And it is Villamere trying to keep it in. So goal kick here for the Chiefs.
Who wants it? We need this ball, you guys! I'm gonna win this!
Callie Villamere with the ball. Trying to send it through up over to Gwinnett. And it's Villamere, Kirsten Villamere goes down, no whistle. The Beekmantown faithful were looking for that call. No call to be had. Far sideline. Saranac pushing the ball, has it knocked away. So throw in here for the Chiefs with 9:24 to go. Ball will work its way toward the, nope. She keeps it in. So O'Connor keeps the ball in. She'll work her way to the 18. But we can be thankful, Calvin, the wind's from the west, it's not from the north. Yeah, we'd have a hard time here calling that game, huh?
Be right at us. I remember one time when it was snowing and raining and stuff, and the wind was coming from that direction.
I think that was B Championships too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Off her line is Favreau, so some nice movement here by the Eagles with 8:41 to go. Nice punt by Favreau. Through with the ball. pushing it back onto the foot of Napper. Back to Thu.
Come on, go with it. Double it up.
Thu trying to get by Facette. And Putnam's been a rock back there defensively here for Beekmantown. She clears it out, and quickly it's a throw in here by Drolette.
That's a handball.
And it'll be a goal kick here for the Eagles. Kick just shy of midfield. Villamere with the ball, but she's being challenged by Gillespie. And cleared out by number 14, Eggleston. Gagnon with the throw-in. Over to Villamere.
Tamara, Mark.
Villamere gets a weak shot off wide. One thing Saranac has done well is they defended against the offense of Saranac or Beekmantown. They can't get those hard shots with that wind in their favor.
Yeah, well, those two shots that Thu took were picture perfect. I mean, they were nice, high, hard shots, and the little extra assist from the wind over tough shots to begin with, and then you had a few miles per hour on those. She put those in perfect position both times.
And there's the punt by Favreau. And the ball cleared up. Over to Villamere. Callie Villamere sending it through, trying to find Wilson. She's got one goal this game, trying to keep it in. She can't, so we're going to have a goal kick here for the Chiefs. The shots have now, and we have a player down, it looks like. Or just working on a shoe. Working on a shoe, it looks like. The 6:13 to go. Shots favor Beekmantown now, 16-15. Corner kicks are 2-2. Scores tied 2-2, which is what you'd expect in this game here. Two very talented teams in a championship match are tied at 2. There's the goal kick. Picked up by Gwinnett. Far side. Out of bounds, so throw in here for the Chiefs. Near side, it's Reagan. Pushes it back up over to Wilson. Villamere. Kirsten was trying to find her sister, but it was knocked away. So Kirsten with the ball. Is taken down, and Jamie was right there. So this is quite dangerous with that wind, Calvin.
Oh, definitely. Short 10 yards, but I don't think that's going to matter much to the kicker. She's going to get some air under it anyway.
There it is. It's right at her. If that went high, that would have been dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a nice shot on net. 4:51 to go. Ball sent up, and Putnam doing a great job back there for Beekmantown defensively. Clears it. Controlled by the Chiefs.
No way she let her out there.
There's the shot, and O'Connor's there. There's the punt by O'Connor. Off the head of Lotemplio.
Move on.
So it'll be a throw in here for Beekmantown.
Come on, Red. Defense, move up.
That's Kirsten Villamere, has it knocked away, picked up by number 2, Haywood. She sends it up to midfield, to the center of the field, onto the foot of Thu. Thu has Napper, tries to go to Napper, knocked to midfield, and it's picked up by, can't get that number, but it's Napper working her way in, and there's Putnam, and that would have been Rebecca Haywood. Ball goes off of Harris, onto the foot of Haywood, and now it's cleared in, trying to find Napper, and Putnam is there. She clears it up over to Reagan. Kylie Reagan has it knocked away. Stepping up is number 22, Drolette. And Napper trying to get the shot off, and it deflects off a player. And O'Connor's there. Shots are 17 apiece right now. Jamie LaBarre says play on. And a foul called on Villamere.
I hope you're watching the same game, Jamie.
.243 to go. We're tied at 2. And as we know in girls soccer, they have to play 2 10-minute overtimes. It's not the golden goal.
No.
And here comes Beekmantown. Surprising there has been no goals this second half after how the first half was.
Two entirely different games.
Yeah, really. And Thu trying to get by Facette, knocked away.
22, Courtney! She's on the outside!
And it was Courtney King playing defense on Thu. There's the shot over the net. So we have a goal kick here for Beekmantown. As we approach 1:42 to go here, left in this half.
Courtney, switch sides! Switch sides!
There's the chip. Short kick. Thu has it knocked away, and it's Reagan, Kylie Reagan. She has it taken away by Thu into the open spot.
Courtney, come out here!
Napper
Push up!
just outside the box. Lotemplio trying to get the shot off. Villamere chips it up, trying to find Kirsten. Kirsten pushes it up to Gwinnett. Gwinnett trying to control, but a good job defensively by Harris. And there's the big booming kick. And it goes into the hands of the goalie Favreau with 25 seconds to go here in the half. And as Calvin said, what a difference the two halves make. The first half was high scoring, 2-2. Second half there has been no goals. So this game will end up 2-2 going into overtime. Oh, I might have said it too quick. Callie Villamere rips a shot, and Jamie Favreau was there, and that might have beat the buzzer that was going hard. So nice effort. So the regulation has come to an end here. Beekmantown out shooting Saranac 18-17, 2 corner kicks apiece, and they're tied on the scoreboard 2-2. And I guess you would expect nothing different than these two powerhouses in the Section 7 Division 1.
Yeah, Division 1.
Division 1.
Northern Soccer League Division 1.
Northern Soccer League Division 1. So we're going to have 2 10-minute overtimes. We'll be back shortly. We're ready to start one of 2 overtime games, and they had a coin toss, and Saranac won it. And Coach Lotemplio definitely wanted the wind at her back and why not? It worked well in the first half for her.
It certainly did, and this is the kind of situations where the reason they have 2 overtimes instead of going sudden death, because of field conditions. You want both teams to have an equal opportunity.
But yet for the boys, they don't care.
Boys, they go. The flip means more in the boys' game than it does here in the girls.
Well, it's just different how the rules are a little different, that's all.
Yeah, well, I prefer the golden goal.
Yeah, I do too, actually. It adds excitement to the game. But we're going to be playing 20 more minutes of soccer here. So like half of a half. At least, yeah. If not, then it goes to peak. No, 2 5-minute sudden deaths then.
I don't know if I wasn't here when.
Or do they go straight to PKs?
I don't know. We'll find. Hopefully, we won't find out.
Well, hopefully we won't find out. Yeah. But it's been a great game here, and winner wins the sectional championship, and with that comes the privilege of moving on into state play, and they'll move on to regional play. And their first opponent, I think, is Section 10 down in Section 10. And if they win that game, they then have to play Section 2, which I think is up here. And then, of course, if they get by that, they move on to the Final Four. So right now, it's Saranac giving it to Thu. Thu has 2 goals on this side of the field. And but after those first 2 goals, Beekmantown's done a good job defending her. And off her line is O'Connor. And O'Connor loses it, so it'll be a corner kick. So Lo Templio will go over and take the corner kick here for the Chiefs. This will be the 3rd corner kick of the game here for Saranac. Lo Templio sends a nice shot into the box. It lands, and you got to be careful for it to land inside the box like that. And there's the shot, and it goes side net on the outside of the side net. So we have a goal kick here for Beekmantown. And there's a nice kick toward the middle of the field. Ball knocked away by number 23, Bowman, but picked up by Callie Villamere. Callie Villamere being guarded by Gillespie. Knocked to midfield. Ball sent to the feet of Glennup. Glennup giving it up over to Gagne. Gagne sends it back, but nobody there for Beekmantown, and Saranac just sends it out. They didn't need to do that. So an opportunity here for Beekmantown with a corner kick. And it looks like Wilson will go over and take that kick. Courtney Wilson will take the corner kick here for Beekmantown. Wilson, nice feed inside the box. Oh, that goes under the bar. There's a scramble. And the goalie has it. And Saranac dodged the bullet. That hit the top of the crossbar, bounced down. And Jamie does not call a, Jamie LaBarge does not call a goal. It hit under the crossbar and bounced out. And boy, what a bullet dodge by the Chiefs.
Yes, just the angle that hit the crossbar is the difference between a goal and a scramble.
Wow. What a nice cross by Wilson. So I was thinking when Ken Drake was talking about Ausable, I'm thinking of Jamie Douglas. Where'd that name come from, right? So it's a throw in here for Beekmantown. And the ball cleared off to the sideline. And throw in here for Beekmantown. Villamere trying to turn. And there's a shot by number 4, Gagne. And it is Favreau's there. Favreau with the kick. Goes off of Villamere. Back there is Putnam, and she's been rock solid there for the Eagles here this game. to Callie Villamere. She pushes it back, trying to get it to Kirsten Villamere. Ball's at midfield, controlled by Napper. She comes to the near side, trying to find Lo Templio, and it's knocked away by Tamara Cook, and that would be a foul on Lo Templio. So we have a kick here for the Eagles with 4:40 to go in this first overtime. Shots favoring Beekmantown now 20-18. Big booming kick by Wilson. Pushed on the outside over to Gagne. Gagne sends it back. Inside the box, Villamere is there. And nice play by the defense, cleared out. Pushed up to the center of the field. Reagan's there for Beekmantown. She one-times it up over to Villamere. Kirsten Villamere tries to go to the far side, knocked away, picked up by Gwinnett. Gwinnett with the ball, has space. Gwinnett turns, coming on is Stu. Gwinnett sends it out to the outside, up over to Gagne. Gagne trying to turn to get the shot, but good job defensively by number 6, Jenks. But here comes Kirsten Villamere. Outside the 18, Villamere has it knocked away by Haywood. Reagan with the ball. And Villamere is down, trying to get herself up. And we stop the clock with 3:27 to go.
Right behind her.
And Villamere gets up, so we're ready to resume this game here. And again, the goalie taking the kick. And a nice kick. Beekmantown. Back defensively, it's Wilson. And it goes out of bounds, and Jamie Labard says it's Saranac ball. Headed by Villamere, up over to Reagan. Open space. Went up with the ball.
Turn, nobody. Good.
Up over to Gagne.
Good, Lindsay.
Gagne makes one move.
To your left. There you go.
Send it across, trying to find Gwinnett. Knocked away by Summers. Or Gillespie, I should say. Haywood trying to split the defense. Haywood trying to get the shot off. And it's a corner kick. What's that?
That was Stu.
That was Stu. Deflected off Stu. They got a corner kick.
Stu was trying to split the defense.
What'd I say?
Haywood.
Oh, okay. And Lo Templio will take the corner kick here. Ball cleared out by Wilson. Stepping up from the defensive end are the Chiefs with under 2 minutes to go now. It's Callie Villamere. She has Kirsten. Kirsten Villamere working her way through, sending it back, trying to find her sister. And it's cleared out. So we have a throw in here for Beekmantown.
Come on, get up. You got less than 2 minutes? Tamara, right there is fine. Move over to her. Move over to her.
Gagne over to Villamere.
Have it.
Villamere trying to split that defense. Villamere gets the shot off, and it goes right onto the hands of Favreau.
Back up. Kenny, come back. If Kirsten's up, come back. Come back and take her spot. Come back and take her spot.
Ball into Beekmantown territory. Through trying to work her way through that defense. She does. And nice job for the defense just clearing that ball out of there. Ball quickly comes in and goes on to the feet of Haywood. Haywood chips it up, goes off the defense. And a push on Saranac. So with 38 seconds to go here in this first overtime, they will switch sides and play another 10 minutes. And Calvin, I think you are right. The next game won't start at 7. I think we guarantee that.
We knew that.
So we have a final 10 seconds here.
Mark up! Just contain!
And the first overtime comes to an end, and after that very offensive first half, we have played 50 minutes of soccer, a whole second half, and 10 minutes of overtime, and there still has been no score. But overall, it's 2-2, and we'll be playing a second 10-minute overtime. And we're ready to start the second 10-minute overtime here. They've now switched fields, and I did check with Rob McAuliffe between the overtime, and if nobody scores here, they would then go to 2 5-minute sudden deaths. And
Or if they both score.
Huh?
Or if they both score.
Or if they both score.
If it's still tied.
Oh, if it's still tied. That's what I said. Well, yeah, if it's still tied at the end of this one. And if nobody scores in the 2 5-minute sudden deaths, then it goes to PKs. So, the shots favor Beekmantown 22-18. Corner kicks favor Saranac 4-3. We're tied at 2, and we have 10 minutes of soccer here in the second overtime. It's not a golden goal, so if somebody scores, there's still an opportunity for the other team. And here it comes in. Off her line is O'Connor, and she clears it out, and the reserves of Beekmantown like that.
Come on, Kylie, let go! 20's by yourself!
And one thing I've noticed, Calvin, both coaches haven't been very. They haven't been very well. No, they've been coaching, but they haven't been very lenient, letting other players go into the game.
Oh, haven't been substituting a lot.
Substituting a lot, yeah. So with that being said, these girls on the field got to be really tight.
Yes.
I would think. And it's Reagan pushing it up onto the foot of Gwinnett. Gwinnett has it knocked away by Harris onto Napper. Napper tried to do the turn, and it is Putnam there. Nice job by Putnam. Big booming kick by Drolette.
Mark up!
Actually, that was Summer Gillespie, I meant.
You gotta mark somebody, please.
And there's the cross. Oh, here's an opportunity for Beekmantown. Oh, and the shot goes wide. What an opportunity for the Chiefs. And I'm not sure who that number that is, Calvin?
6.
Number 6. So it was Amelia Jenks had an opportunity there. O'Connor came off her line, and it was close, but it went wide of the net. So both teams have had golden opportunities on this side of the field. Beekmantown in the first overtime, and in this Saranac here. And the ball is cleared up. Villamere trying to control. Gets it up to Kirsten. Villamere. Kirsten gives it up to Callie. Callie back to Kirsten. Over to Callie. Sending it up. And it's cleared out of the way. So we have a throw in here for Beekmantown deep into Saranac territory with 7:20 to go here in the second overtime. Ball goes off the end line, so a corner kick. So a wonderful opportunity here for the Eagles with Courtney Wilson, the captain, one of the captains of Beekmantown. She'll work her way to take the corner kick on the far side with 7 minutes to go here in the second overtime. We're tied at 2. Nice feed inside the box. Oh, what a jump by Favreau. If she doesn't get that one, who knows what would have happened, but what a play by the goalie.
Corner kick.
It was a great feed. I mean, everything was nice. It was a great kick, great play by the goalie. And you know what's going to be a shame, Calvin? At the end of the day, it's a shame somebody's going to have to lose this game. Because they both played well.
Let's hope it's before the shootouts.
Come on, Calvin, you're here for the night anyway.
All right.
Look at look at the people here, Calvin. This is huge. This is Friday Night Lights at its best. And it's Willamere. Well, one thing I can say about this game is both teams have put on quite a show for their fan base. And right now it's more than just conditioning, it's raw courage and guts out there for both these teams as they're in the second overtime approaching the 5-minute mark. And both coaches are going with what got them there during the season, sticking with their starters with 5:31 to go here in the second overtime. It is Favreau with the kick.
Get to it, Red. Get to it.
Ball headed by Haywood. Trying to get it to Harris. But it's Willamere working her way down the line. She's looking to serve it. And it will be a corner kick. 5 minutes to go here. Wilson with the kick. Again, another nice feed. Over. Oh, the defense was there. Went over the goalie's hands. And I got to get that number. What a play defensively here for the Chiefs. Do you have that number, Calvin?
Well, landed at her feet.
Wow, what a play. She saved the goal there, and I want to get her number to give her due. And here comes Napper. Napper on the counterattack.
Courtney, 22. She's by herself.
And here, Napper pushing it back. And it goes off the end line. And it was number 14. And Amy Eggleston might have saved the season there for Saranac. What a play. And Caitlin Bowman just went over to congratulate her again on a wonderful defensive play for the Chiefs. Again, that was another beautiful corner kick from Courtney Wilson. And but again, both times the defense of Saranac has stood up to the task. We have 3:35 to go here, left in the second overtime. We have a massive crowd. It's a beautiful night for a championship soccer game, and it's been quite a show here by both teams. 24 shots favoring Beekmantown, 19 for Saranac. Corner kicks favor Beekmantown 5-4. In the statistical category, it favors Saranac, but on the scoreboard we're tied, or it favors Beekmantown, but on the scoreboard we're tied 2-2. And there's the booming kick, goes on to the foot of Haywood. She sends it up over to Thu. Thu pushing it up over to Napper.
Back over here.
Napper being guarded by Kirsten Willamere, sends it back up over to Lotemplio. Lotemplio trying to control. Reagan for Beekmantown intercepts. Knocked away onto the foot of Thu. Thu trying to go down the middle. And it's Reagan. Kylie Reagan for Beekmantown. Reagan is taken down by number 22, Drolette. And she'll get up, but she hit hard.
The big boy at this stage of the game, these girls, she's slow to get up, but I think they're also looking to catch their breath, too.
Yeah, well, she got her wind knocked out of her. There's no doubt about it. And there's the kick off to the foot of number 16, Gwinnett. And don't worry, Putnam's there. She does her job in that sweeper position. We have 1:37 to go. And a big booming kick by Bowman off of Napper's foot. Wilson has it knocked away. Ball pushed back to the sideline. And it's controlled by Beekmantown. Defensively, it's number 4, Gillespie. It goes out, so we have a throw, and we're approaching the 1 minute, 11-second mark. Both teams are dead tired out there, but they're giving everything they have, and you can almost start playing the theme from Rocky, Calvin. It is Wilson trying to work her way down. Has it knocked away. Ball pushed to midfield onto Napper's foot, trying to find through, but Napper will split the defense. It's Napper. She has Putnam in front of her, and it's Napper trying to get that shot off. Napper shot off. Save. What a play by Napper, but what an equal play by Lauren O'Connor. What a play by Napper. Split the defense, got the shot off, but Lauren O'Connor stepped up big time for Beekmantown. And here come the Eagles. Here comes Beekmantown. Scores! No! It goes wide. Oh my, I thought it was the far net. Just wide. Both teams. And the second overtime comes. Both teams grade A opportunities in the final minute. And I thought Beekmantown, Calvin, just took one away. So we're going to sudden death overtime. Well, the intensity doesn't get any better than this. We are now into our third overtime, but now it's a 5-minute sudden death overtime. Whoever scores, the game is done. These girls are tired. They have been out there for 2 full periods, or halves, I should say, 40-minute halves, 2 10-minute overtimes, 100 minutes of soccer. This game is tied at 2. Will it come down to sudden death score? Will it go to PKs? Time will tell, but we're in the first sudden death shootout here, or overtime. It is Callie Villamere working her way down. Callie Villamere picking up the speed. Villamere trying to serve it across, and it goes off the end line, so we're going to have a corner kick. So they'll probably send Wilson, and there she goes. Courtney Wilson, Captain Courtney Wilson, is working her way to the far sideline to take the corner kick here for Beekmantown with 4:27 to go here in the first overtime. A capacity crowd here at the George Brendler Field watching this very entertaining championship game between the Chiefs and the Eagles. Feed just outside the box. Kylie Reagan has it knocked away. Villamere trying to knock it through, but it goes onto the foot of Napper. Napper had a wonderful opportunity at the end of the second overtime. Pushed back to Thu. Thu in the open space is dangerous. Thu working her way down. Just by one defensive player. Good job by number 10, Reagan Fassett, to come back to play defense on the take it away from Thu. Gives it up over to Villamere. Thu has hands on her hips. She is exhausted out there for the Chiefs. It is Drolette. Drolette over to Villamere. Villamere trying to go back to Drolette. Pushes it back. Drolette outside the 18. Drolette looking to get a shot off. She gets a shot off. It will go wide. So we have a goal kick here for Saranac with 3:27 to go.
That was good.
This is the non-substituting catching up with both coaches here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, both teams are just extremely tired out there. And here's the kick from Favreau. Comes over to the near side. It's Villamere battling for the ball. She knocks it away from number 2, Drolette. Villamere trying to get by Drolette. Drolette does a nice job defensively. Sends it up, but here it is Fassett. Fassett trying to get it by Thu. Knocked up off the head of number 9, Courtney Wilson. Back in the defensive end, it's Napper. Napper for Beekmantown trying to get by Putnam. Napper trying to work by Putnam. It's Napper working her way to the end line, and it goes off the end line, and it'll be a goal kick here for Beekmantown. Well, Calvin, there'll be emotions on both benches when this game is done. One will be victorious, and one will be very distraught with losing this game. Both teams have put everything on the field.
One team will drop to their knees in tears, and the other team will be full of energy.
Well, this game is, as it moves on, the intensity picks up, the excitement picks up, and it is Villamere, Kirsten Villamere, working her way down, trying to find her sister Callie. It goes back to Kirsten. Kirsten trying to unload a shot. Kirsten Villamere gets a shot off, and it goes on top of the net. And boy, depending what angle you are, you think she would have scored that, but it went just over the crossbar, and it goes on top of the net. So we have 1:39 here in this first 5 minutes, sudden death overtime. 103 minutes and 28 seconds of soccer, and we're tied at 2. It is Favreau, short kick. Picked up by Wilson. She has 1 goal already. Gets the shot off. Oh, what a save by Jamie Favreau. And there's a penalty. He's given a penalty kick. As what a save by Favreau. Going to the far side. Took out, I'm not sure who that was. If it was Callie Villamere. But Courtney Wilson was going top shelf. Jamie Favreau made a highlight play save and then is called for the foul. And I guess Jamie had no other alternative but had to call that play, Calvin, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it came, Favreau came up from behind and got her on the ankle, knocked her from behind. Tough not to call it.
Yeah, I mean, it was, wow. But boy, you hate to see a game end on a penalty kick, but it could very well happen. But it was definitely a foul. So you have Callie Villamere, definitely an all-star for Beekmantown, taking the penalty kick here. You have Jamie Favreau in net, waiting for the go-ahead by Jamie Labarge. 1:11 here left in the first sudden death overtime. Goalie says okay, Jamie says okay. Oh, what a save by Jamie Favreau. Callie Villamere went to the far side, and it was Jamie Favreau guessing the right way, making the save of the night with under a minute to go. If you're a Beekmantown fan, you think this game is done. And it was Jamie Favreau coming up huge here for the Chiefs. And now on the counterattack, here come the Chiefs. Ball sent up. They got to watch out for Thew. And Putnam is there for Beekmantown, as she has been all night long. Defensively, it's Beekmantown. Ball comes up toward the midfield, picked up by Kylie Reagan. Reagan with the ball, coming up trying to find Courtney Wilson, and it's knocked away by Drolette. Drolette trying to get it to the foot of Lo Templio. Kirsten Villamere sends it through. And 9 seconds here to go.
7, 6.
And this first 5 minute sudden death overtime will come to an end. So we have now played 105 minutes of soccer. We're still tied at 2. And the hero here in this first 5 minute overtime is Jamie Favreau, the goalie for Saranac. Well, Calvin, all I can say is the fans have got their money's worth here tonight for this championship game between Saranac and Beekmantown. What a show they put on.
And there's still another game to go.
Another one to go, yeah. It's been a real treat calling this game up here for Saranac and Beekmantown. And right now we're in the second 5 minute overtime here. And the ball is in the defensive end of the Chiefs. And right now,
One on behind you.
it is controlled by Napper. Napper gives it up over to Lo Templio. Lo Templio comes to the near sideline, gets it onto the foot of Jenks. Jenks now trying to clear it up to the center, and it's picked up by the Beekmantown defense. Ball comes back toward midfield. Back there is Villamere, Kirsten Villamere. Has Callie at the center. Chips it up, trying to find Callie. Coming up off their line is Jamie. It goes off of her, and running over the ball, it looked like to be Gwinnett. Ball sent back up, and it is Favreau's there. Favreau, she wisely works her way to the grassy part, Calvin. You said that the other night.
Yeah.
That's what they should be doing. Not with these two teams, but with the other teams playing here. And the ball's at midfield. And it is Villamere, Callie Villamere, or Kirsten Villamere, working her way down. Kirsten Villamere working her way to the end line, trying to keep it in. Sends it across. It's out, so we're going to have a goal kick here for the Chiefs. .3:15 to go. Kick goes off to a napper, knocked out by Reagan. And up to midfield, it's picked up by Lindsay Gagne. Gagne chipping it up, trying to find Villamere. Villamere with the ball, cuts it to the inside. Villamere going off to the wing, trying to get onto, it looked like Casey. And there's a hard hit by both players, won by the Chiefs. And it is Reagan chipping it in. Here comes, oh, what a play by the defense. As Wilson was coming in hard, but a nice job. It was by Eggleston, and she's done a couple big plays back there for the Chiefs in this championship game. It's Villamere with the ball. Has it knocked away. Villamere sends it up toward the box. Gagne giving chase, as well as Gwinnett knocked out. Under 2 minutes to go here. It's picked up by Napper. Napper sends it up onto the foot of Haywood. Haywood with the ball, being guarded by Kirsten Villamere. Villamere takes it away from Haywood. Villamere now on the counterattack. It's Villamere, does a scissor kick, goes to the far side. And it knocks it away from Wilson. So throw in here for Beekmantown. Wilson with a throw in. And it's cleared out toward midfield. Running back defensively there, and it is Putnam. Just sends it out. Minute 20 to go in this second 5-minute sudden death overtime. The drama's building here at the George Brendler Field. We're tied at 2. Whoever scores next, they win the championship. If we don't see a score here, we will go to penalty kicks. And it is Thu. Thu with some big speed, slips but recovers, does a nice job getting to the foot of Haywood. Haywood going over to Napper. Knocked up to midfield, and it's Lotemplio, switches fields, gets it onto the foot of Thu, and it's knocked away at midfield, so we have 40 seconds to go. Ball coming in back there defensively are the Eagles, and it is knocked to the sideline, out of bounds, so throw in here for Saranac with 29 seconds to go. Reagan just booms it up there, trying to find Villamere. Villamere trying to get by the defense. It's Villamere. Has it knocked away. Good play by Gillespie. And it's Reagan. Reagan gets a hard shot off, and it goes into the hands of Jamie Favreau. So we have now played 30 minutes of overtime soccer. We're still tied at 2, and we will be going to penalty kicks. And we've made it to penalty kicks. You have Lauren O'Connor in the net here for the Eagles, and you have Amy Lotemplio taking the first kick here for Saranac. And Lotemplio goes top shelf, upper left. Saranac 1. Coming up for Beekmantown is Michaela Duquette.
I want to explain what this best of 5 is all about, Joey.
Well, they alternate shots, and the one that scores the most shots in PKs win it. So that's what it comes down to.
Take 5.
And if they all score, they'll pick another 5 set of.
tied.
If they tied, yeah, if it's 5-5 or whatever, they'll
Yeah,
take
if
another
they tied.
5 players.
If not, they all score or nobody scores.
So it's Duquette for Beekmantown, Jamie Favreau in net for Saranac. And there's a save by Favreau, and Favreau was huge late in that second overtime with Callie Villamere taking the penalty kick, and she guessed right. Callie Villamere picked the low corner, did what she had to do, but Jamie Favreau guessed right and made a highlight save in that overtime. So it's after round 1, it's 1-0 Saranac. And stepping up for Saranac right now, it looks to be Kayla Napper. And Napper goes in and hits O'Connor, and it's 2 goals for Saranac. And now we have... Actually, it was Reagan Fassett for my mistake on that first shot for Beekmantown. It was Reagan Fassett. I was looking at the wrong roster here. And now we have Courtney Wilson going in for Beekmantown. Wilson drills it. She has one of the goals here in this game, and she, after round 2, it's Saranac 2, Beekmantown 1. Advantage favoring Saranac with the lead with 3 rounds to go. Beekmantown has to hope for a Saranac miss. And Calvin, can you get that number?
4.
So it's number 4. It's Summer Gillespie for Saranac. And Gillespie, it was guessed right by the goalie O'Connor, but there's just too much steam on that ball, and Saranac scores their first 3 kicks. So now going up for Beekmantown is Kirsten Villamere. Kirsten is the freshman for Beekmantown. And Villamere drills it in. The freshman goes back of the net. So after 3 rounds, it's 3 for Saranac, 2 for Beekmantown. We go to round number 4. Round 3. We want to round 4. Oh, that was to Kirsten. Now you have Ellen Thu, who has 2 goals, had the 2 goals during regulation for Saranac, taking round number 4 kick. And Thu just drills it in. That's 4 straight for Saranac. So this is really a do-or-die shot here for number 11, Kylie Reagan, Captain Kylie Reagan. She needs to make this one to force a 5th round. If she goes wide of the net, or if Jamie Favreau makes the save, the Chiefs will be the sectional champions.
There are 2 schools of thoughts about whether you have your best shooters go first or last. I always thought you'd make them go first because Callie Villamere might not get to shoot.
And she scores, and Kylie Reagan, the captain, steps up and drills it into the net. So after 4 rounds, it's 4 Saranac, 3 Beekmantown. Saranac can end it right here, right now. What number is that, Calvin? 22, so it will come down to the foot of Kelly Drolette. And if Kelly Drolette should happen to miss this shot, then Beekmantown will send up Kelly Villamere.
We're assuming.
Well, I would think we're pretty right on that one, Calvin.
I think so. We may not get a chance to find out.
We may not. It is Kelly Drolette. Oh, the save by O'Connor. She guessed right. Drolette was going lower corner, and it was O'Connor coming up big. And now the All-Star, Callie Villamere, going to the line. I'm not so sure you can stop Callie on 2 penalty kicks in one game, Calvin. We're going to find out. But you know that Callie wants this opportunity back. Favreau came up big the first time. Now, if Callie Villamere makes this shot, they will tie 4-4, and they'll have to pick 5. My understanding is 5 other players from each team.
And I believe it's sudden death.
The other team will get their chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the first team scores, the second team gets their chance. Here we go. It's Callie Villamere, Jamie Favreau.
Favreau is shading to her left.
Yeah, look, she's ready to make that dive.
To her right.
To her right, yeah. Callie Villamere drills it in there, and this game is tied after a first set of penalty kicks. The drama's just building here. It is unbelievable what's happening here at the George Brendler Field on the 1st of November. So Calvin, let's explain this. We're going to a second round of penalty kicks, but it's now sudden death penalty kicks. Beekmantown will go first now, or Saranac. What's her number?
I can't tell yet. 20-something.
Oh, the save and a score. Okay, if you can get her number, Calvin.
I could actually tell what she wins.
23. So that would have been Caitlin Bowman. As it was O'Connor made this, got her hand on it. She didn't make the save. And going up for Beekmantown is Lindsay Gagne. So if Gagne does not score, Saranac will be crowned the sectional champions.
You can see it though.
Gagne shoots a save by Jamie Favreau, and Saranac wins the sectional championship. What a way to win and what a way to lose. But what a gallant effort here by the Beekmantown Eagles. What a game by both teams. If you're a Beekmantown fan, I know you're dejected right now, and I know Coach Bursek is not happy not winning this game. But my God, what a game it has been for the fans here tonight at the George Brendler Field. They're 3 or 4 deep along the fence. The stands are full. It is just it's a beautiful night temperature-wise. It's in the 60s.
The wind has died down.
Late 50s. The winds has died down. And what a game. I mean,
Gagne shouldn't look at that as if she missed. She was right on net. It was a save.
Oh, it was a great. I'll tell you right now, Jamie Favreau is probably the all-star for Saranac, because she saved this game for him a couple times. Gagne has nothing to be ashamed of. It was a great shot.
She put it on net. She did what she had to do, and
there was a great shot, great save. And Saranac wins the sectional championship. They're still undefeated, but boy, it wasn't from a battle from the Beekmantown Eagles. So as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was on November 1st, 2013 at the George Brendler Field. That's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.
And I will have Section 7 Representative Tim Mulligan present the hardware. There's a Section 7 trophy that will be awarded to Saranac Central Miss Chiefs. And Roger Barnard will take a picture worthy of framing. So now we can say that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy at George Brendler Field, All Saints Day, November 1st.